too. As Arilax found out the hard way in the top 8 of Grand Prix Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Awkward.
Was.
Yeah. Can't have them all, I suppose. Looks like Caleb's going to take a mulligan here. Not the start you wanted to see.
Yeah.
I mean, I think with this deck, you have to mulligan a lot of hands to know Pure Steel Paladin in it.
Yeah, I can imagine. They don't really do much.
Yeah, like you look at your hand, it's like land, Flare Husk, Mortar Pod, Glint Hawk.
Yeah, like, okay, I gotta beat this guy down. My hand is Flare Husk, 2 lands, 2 Mortar Pods, and I get a Quarter Shield, and a Dispatch. Okay.
Or like a sword or something, right?
Yeah.
And like, you can do it. The issue is just, your cards are just so much weaker per capita than all of your opponent's cards. You really need Pure Steel to put them over the top.
Agreed.
And you definitely can win that way, especially in a matchup like this, which is kind of uninteractive. But I mean,
I don't think this is a match you can do that. Maybe it's like blue-black or something. You got it, but not here.
Yeah. I mean, this match isn't. I mean, they'll kill you. What I mean is they'll kill you quickly. So like, you can't really afford.
Yeah,
to,
yeah.
Like, you know.
I thought you meant you could keep those things.
Oh no. Yeah.
You like that. Reverse it. There we go.
Yeah. Even against blue-black, like you're not gonna get them with 1/1s. They're gonna play Grave Titan, right?
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? You could dispatch. The blue-black lists have not had a lot of threats lately.
It's true. Yeah, when I was playing blue-black, I even started playing with Consecrated Sphinx.
Yeah.
And it's like that guy's, you just...
Guys that mean it.
Yeah.
So Michael leads on a Halimar Depths. Sees 2 Into the Royals, I believe, and some unknown card.
I think it might be a lands. Nope, it's Spellskite.
And he's stuck keeping those.
Right. Yeah, he's not gonna shuffle those ones away.
Looks like Caleb has a Preordain on 1.
Alright, there's Preordain. See if he finds the Paladin.
He has the Paladin, he just needs the land, I think.
Or the land. Or he's even got a Secret Coast in his hand.
I guess he just needs cards that are good with Paladin.
He needs to find all the Flare Husks he can. Alright, so Caleb draws a card. I think he drew another Preordain there.
Yep.
Alright, back to Michael Gould.
He has a Combust in his hand, Seaver Exarch, Into the Royal, Mountain.
Alright, taps 2.
He's going to play Spellskite.
Yep, there's Spellskite.
Yep.
And I think there's only 1 more land for Michael Gould, which means that he'll be forced to draw, to miss at least 1 land drop, right? Or I guess there's a Twisted Image.
Twisted Image, though.
It needs to be a little twisted. Do you think you bounce this Pure Steel Paladin here?
I think you just combust
Or sorry,
it.
combust it? Yeah.
No, you wait till Caleb's turn, until he plays an equipment and actually commits his mana to doing so. It's not like every other spell that does what Pure Steel does and triggers on playing. It's when it comes into play.
Right. It's very important.
Because it triggers off Stoneforge Mystic, obviously.
not Glimpse from Nature.
In case you're playing the War of Attrition
deck.
deck.
Very important. I'm waiting for someone to play the foil War of Attrition deck.
I am so surprised that no one has done that. This is the first one since the banning, right? First open?
Yeah.
It's probably because it was so long since the banning that people have lost the appeal.
I'm pretty sure in Seattle someone's going to do that.
Really?
We have an all-foil War of Attrition deck. We were talking about.
Really? So Caleb ships 1, keeps the other. Off that Preordain.
Alright, so now Caleb has to think about his line of play here. See a Plains at the front of his hand. Can't really make out his other cards.
I think he's debating whether he wants to leave up mana to scare him or play a Mortar Pod and get the card off Pure Steel. Because, if you don't leave up the land, chance you're just dead.
It's true. Alright, Flare Husk. And now we're going to probably
Now we're going to see this Combust come down, I'm pretty sure.
Oh? Or not?
Really?
Interesting.
Really?
Surprised at that play.
He's probably going to try and get this Seaver Exarch into play then.
Yeah, I mean, if that's your plan.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, serves. And dismembers the Spellskite. The 4 blockers.
Let's see.
And now Mike's probably going to flash in that Exarch and block, right?
Yeah, I'm going to assume that.
Unless he's got a counterspell. I don't think he does.
No.
Or he can get Into the Royal back his Spellskite.
I don't think that's right. That seems really loose.
Especially, we know he doesn't have a land coming up.
Yeah.
And he has another Into the Royal coming up. So, I mean, yeah, I don't think you can afford to do that because you can't replay things soon enough.
Oh, now he's going to Combust. I don't know.
Well, I think Mike's still in a solid position.
Yeah, he's got these Into the Royals. He's got this Twisted Image. He'll cantrip into what he needs.
There is the Ink Moth Nexus he has to kind of worry about.
Very loosely.
Yeah.
He draws Spellskite.
All right.
Ah, there we go. He's probably going to play the other Spellskite, leaving up Twisted Image.
Oh, Twisted Image.
Presumably for Caleb's Spellskite, but it might also just cycle for a land.
Yeah, at this point, I think Mike just probably wants to dig.
Yeah, that's a very reasonable play. Looks like Caleb has another Nexus in his hand.
All right, search for one with Flare Husk.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Block. Declare a blocker.
Plains.
Can't minds if you don't
Sword
try.
of Feast and Famine.
All right, Sword of Feast and Famine it is. And now I think we're just going to see him cycle this.
I think it's about Twisted Image time. Just don't target your own Spellskite, whatever you do. No? No?
Just waiting for such value. Draws Preordained.
Well, there we go on that one. Sees an island and a Wormcoil engine. I don't think he wants...
Yeah, I don't think you want the Wormcoil.
You want the island, probably.
Yeah,
because your Into the Royals get kicked then.
Yeah, draw the island, ship the Wormcoil. I like it.
Pass the turn.
Pass the turn.
Plan on Deceiver, Exarching the Ink Moth Nexus when he equips or whatever.
Yeah, so you have Deceiver, Exarch available, plus you could always Into the Royal without Kicker if you have to.
And then Twisted Image whenever you want to, yeah.
Twisted Image whenever you want to. I think we'll likely see Deceiver, Exarch tap down that Flying Nexus. Looks like Caleb might be thinking about...
Dismember? Not Dispatch.
Oh, just untaps. Draws his card.
I believe that's a Dispatch.
Okay, so we can definitely dispatch him now.
Yep.
And
his hand looks like a Dispatch. He's gonna pay 2.
Oh, so he's going for the Feast of Famine on the token.
I think he has a Mortar Pod that he's trying to set up here.
I think you just block, right?
I think you have to block. I think you block, then in combat tap the land with Deceiver Exarch.
Oh, that's pretty brutal.
Yeah.
Nope. Or maybe he just doesn't have it, you know. But I think you're probably going to want to
He has the Exarch.
No, I mean the Mortar Pod. Oh, yeah, he had to land anyway. So now he can crack the Mortar Pod, try and kill the Spellskite.
I think you have to Into the Royal. You're committed to that line of play.
Yeah. All right, comes back. Spellskite comes back. Buys you a little bit of time.
Probably gonna dispatch the Spellskite. Or no, you just played again. Never mind. That's not kicked. So. Any reason for that?
Twist Image by Spellskite.
Value.
Yeah, I'm surprised he dispatched it now. I guess.
Maybe he could just lose an artifact, like to another Into the Royal, and just get messed up there.
I guess he doesn't want to worry about that, but I think he's gonna do it. You Twist Image by Spellskite.
Yeah. I think that's just for show.
Oh yeah, I mean you Twist Image anything, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's irrelevant.
So he draws a card. No idea what it is. So everything falls away.
I guess it goes into his graveyard if that's relevant for any reason. I don't think it is though.
No, I can't think of a reason it would be. So he untaps, draws, gets the second mountain he's looking for the combo in the end.
There's the mountain, but he doesn't have Splinter Twin,
Tectonic
right?
Edge.
Okay, that'll do with one of those Ink Moth Nexi really nicely.
Yes. He does have Into the Royal. He does have Deceiver Exarch. So we'll see where this goes.
Yeah, I think it depends on what Caleb does, but I think you probably want to fire off that. If you get Caleb to tap mana, you probably want to fire off that Into the Royal on Sword of Feast and Famine. Otherwise, you're probably just going to have to play Exarch and block.
I don't think you can block because of Mortar Pod.
Oh, sure. If he ships the sword over, you can maybe block.
If he ships the sword over, sure, but
yeah,
that's just wrong.
Yeah. So he does activate the Nexus. Maybe he'll go to re-equip. I mean, you could always... Yeah, no, that's not good. You definitely have to draw the card off that Into the Royal for sure. Like, you need to dig really badly right here.
That's probably right. He's entering combat.
All right, so he's going to tap 3 for Deceiver Exarch. And tap down Ink Moth Nexus.
Ugh, this is ending poorly. Oh.
All right. Caleb serves for 3. And you guys go for the block. Yeah, I don't like that.
This is not going to end well. So we're going to equip.
The mortar pod.
And then you got the tectonic edge that, and then you lose your guy, and then, yeah, this is...
I guess you trade your Exarch for his whole board. But he has another...
No, he's just not going to...
Yeah, and then you just royal it back.
Oh, he's royal...
Yeah. I really thought you needed the card off that royal.
Yeah, I agree.
You want to dig really badly right now.
I don't really like this series of plays.
I would rather just royal back the token or the Sword of Feast and Famine or something.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I would have rather just tapped the guy with the Feast and Famine at the beginning of combat, taking the poison.
Attention Magic players.
Yeah, that too.
If you would like to sign up for the Legacy Challenge, this is going to be your last opportunity to do so. Please make your way over
Does
to
that
the
and passes the turn.
where Callie will happily sign you up. Again, if you are interested in completing
Alright.
the Legacy Challenge, please report
Drops a mountain down. Looks like he has another mountain in his hand.
Yep.
Well, Caleb's gonna fight this turn. Gonna go to fight. Mike's gonna drop that Exarch, tapping the Sword of Feast and Famine guy.
Yeah. I don't even know how much the sword hit matters anymore.
Yeah, I mean, probably you need to get your Exarch out there anyway. Oh, Spellskite. What a sick draw for Caleb there. Just one Spellskite, right?
Yes.
Huh.
After the Twisted Image has been
After the
used.
Twisted Image has been played. Yeah, Mike Gould has to draw his other Twisted Image now. I mean, he just gives you other options, but that's the main one. Yeah. All right, so that Spellskite comes down. Maybe Mike might want to respond by playing Exarch and tapping his guy.
Yeah. It doesn't look like he's going to, though.
Oh, or not. I think you want to deploy it.
It's going to enter combat and play Deceiver, Shock You, Exarch.
Well,
Caleb did tap his blue mana.
I mean, pay 2 life, I guess.
Yeah. I really want to see this game end with Caleb getting Mindslaver, actually. This is fine. Mindslaver you, and attempt to re-equip, and Spellskite kills you, thanks.
Oh, wow, Spellskite. Sure. Yeah, you can, if you Mindslaver someone with Spellskite in play, you pay
he's blocking?
all the life. Blocks, huh?
I don't like this at all.
Yeah, I still don't like that play. I don't think you can win if you lose your Deceiver Exarch.
You need to have the Exarch in play. Even though he has that Spellskite, you need the Exarch in play to win the game at some point.
So I was going to attempt to equip Mortar Pod. Mike's going to Tech Edge in response, but then Caleb's just going to sacrifice the Flare Husk.
The token.
Yeah, to kill the Exarch. Token. Yeah, I don't like that at all.
And then that Spellskite's going to get in there.
Yeah, and now Mike's is in a really bad spot. He doesn't have any way to kill going on.
Yep. His hand is a mountain, and
draws another mountain.
Yep.
Mike's got more than 2 life, right? I don't think that's correct.
Yeah, I think that's a 20. I don't think he's actually taken.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a 20.
Yeah. Maybe he fetched once. I can't really tell.
Let's see. Caleb pointed to his cards, and so what's going to happen this turn is probably going to suit up suits up Spellskite. Although it's probably tempting to suit up that Inkmoth Nexus. Spellskite might be more reliable.
You want the permanent answer.
Yeah.
You want your Spellskite out of Dismember range.
Right.
There's a lot of things there.
It's very important.
You want out of Twisted Image range. That's really important.
Right. I mean, you know that Mike has Twisted Image in his deck, so you have to be careful about it. All right.
It's a Spellskite hit for 3.
Mike
mountain down.
Yeah. And now it's going to be really hard for Mike to assemble anything.
Yeah, he needs to draw that Worm Coil engine now.
It's at the bottom of his deck, right?
Yeah, he may have shuffled since then, but
I don't think he has.
You can draw Treasure Mage.
Place an island, go. Yeah, I mean, if he left in Mindslaver.
He had it last game. It got milled by that Body in Mind.
Yeah, it's true. All right, so Caleb serves for 3 damage and a poison.
Yep.
Going to drop Michael to 14 life and bring him up to 1 poison. Looks like, is that a fetch land? Yep, that's a fetch land. So
he can attempt to redraw that Wormcoil Engine, but Caleb's got this little slow, mediocre beatdown going on.
All right, drops Mike to 11 and brings him up to 2 poison. I would crack that Scalding Tarn. Oh, well, Mike sees a Preordain. If you know Wormcoil Engine is your bottom card, I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah.
What are those 2 cards?
Tectonic Edge, I think, and something.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the other card is. It might be End the Royal or Preordain.
What?
Active players finish a turn. You have 5 additional turns.
Maybe he's thinking he can Tectonic Edge down that Inkmoth Nexus and then kill the...
All right, so 5 turns was just called, if you can hear it in the background. So Caleb gets 3 more attack steps, which is currently not enough to kill Michael Gould.
Yeah. Though they did start late in the round, I think. So maybe they... were there any extensions on their match?
All right, so Caleb casts Preordain. Looks at his top 2 cards, chooses what to do. Looks like they're both lands. So they're in time.
This is,
So Caleb has to find some action, or it's going to end up being a draw
yeah.
at his current pace.
This game did not seem like it was going that slow.
There's this. Oh, there we go. There's sort of body in mind.
Oh, yeah,
That'll speed things up.
That's, it's a 2-turn clock with that mortar pod damage.
Yep. That's 5 right there.
Mills away whatever he kept on top.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And see what we have.
Splinter Twin, Ponder, Into the Royal.
Is that a Mind
Deceiver
Slaver?
Exarch was what he kept. No, but there's no time for Mind Slaver anymore. He probably boarded in the second one pull for the matchup.
Probably.
I think he only has 9 mana right now.
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he does only have 9
What?
mana. Yeah, he only has 9 mana. All right. And that's it. Yeah. Caleb Durward takes the match 2-1.
Yeah.
Although it looked unfavorable for Caleb in many places, he managed to pull it out. He feels like the matchup is favorable for him,
but
it's certainly close.
It seems... I feel like the Splinter Twin deck is ahead by a fair amount. You know, especially if they can